Hello, folks. Welcome back to Bucks Paranormal Podcast on YouTube. We're here today with Paranormal Gurlz and Tim. I'm sure you can guess which one Tim is, but Tim's one down the bottom there. So, thank you for joining us. It's been a long time coming. We've had to rearrange a few times on my part, so sorry for that. But can you explain to people who you are, Paranormal Gurlz and Tim, where you're from, and how did you come up with the name, really?
So, started back in 2024 as an all-female team. When I had a group, I had like a group meeting of ladies, and I was deciding who was who vibed the best, like we all got along, our energies matched and everything. And I had a list of names, and I said, we'll go through the list, see which ones you guys like. They liked the Paranormal Gurlz. That's how we did that. Tim asked us to go on an investigation with him. So we did. And then after that, he was like, where are you going next? And I told him, and he goes, well, ask the team if I can tag along. So I asked the team. They were like, yeah, because I'll let Tim talk about himself in a minute, but he has a lot of years in and a lot of experience. Okay. And so they opted to let him come on our investigations with us, so we could learn more from him and everything to become better investigators. And so we've kind of been together ever since. This year I was like, I should probably actually incorporate Tim into our name.
Yeah.
In 2025, we were on an investigation, and one of the ladies that was doing the tour, she goes, well, you're definitely not a girl, so how do you fit in? And Tanya goes, he's ... and Tim. So then it just stuck. So when I incorporated him in, it's Paranormal Gurlz ... and Tim.
I was unsure if I was supposed to put the ... but I just thought, we'll leave it for now.
Well, Facebook won't let me put the ... in our names, so it's Paranormal Gurlz and Tim. But yeah, it's a ... and Tim. And so here we are, 2 years later. He's fully adopted.
You'll have to physically write it, ... and Tim.
Yes.
That part of it. So, Tim, obviously you've got the experience, and Brenda just said, you did say that you're brother and sister, Brenda, was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, we are.
Obviously, you've got a lot of experience yourself. Were you in teams before all this?
Yes, I was. I was in teams prior to this one. I did one with Branson Paranormal, and that was the first team I was ever with. That's where I got started in the investigating field. I've been doing it for 14 years. We did a lot of residential area. Then we did some private area, 2 locations. We did a lot of those together. And we still do some every now and then, but it's been a while. But so we got into that. But the team moved to different parts of the United States. Some went to Florida and some went to Ohio. So we kind of broke up and then wound up. And some people left. So the team kind of disbanded for a while. But once a year, I go out to Ohio and investigate with the team that I did start with. We haven't done that for a while. They've been busy working. Their lives have changed some. So I was trying to figure out how I can investigate more and get into more places. Brenda started a paranormal team, and I just simply asked if I could join along. I mean, I wanted them to go on investigation with me, and so far it's worked out really well. We've learned from each other. Their abilities help me learn who I am, and then my experience helps them learn to be better investigators. So it works out between the two of us, and it's worked out really well for the past couple of years. So that's why we do.
Mm-hmm. Especially having being in the family, at least you can rely on each other. At least with normal teams, like you just said, it happens. It's life. People fall about. Some people can't drive there. Some people have to work. Their families. But at least, like say yourselves, you can arrange it to suit you both, can't you? Wherever you need to be. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'll normally just go with the flow. What I've wrote a couple of questions down, but before I start on those, you've been. If I had to pick teams that I've seen on Facebook over the last 6 months, you guys are like top of there. So you're coming out, you're popping up everywhere. Is that? Would you say that's due to your just general Facebook posts, or is it like investigations, or are you doing other things, on the side, as in like events? And I know, sorry, like like have you been going to events and like advertising there, or 'cause I'm seeing you everywhere, which is a really good thing. Well,
It is a good
I have watched a few of your YouTube stuff as well over the last week, so.
I think as far as Facebook goes, I think our podcasts help a lot to get us out there because we do 2 a week. So I think that gets us out there. And then
You do a live show, don't you?
yeah,
You do a live one.
yeah, we do. And then I also do research on Facebook algorithms and how they work. And then like I do a lot of postings and like when you go in, it's like to like your dashboard and it tells you, like this is what the trend is. So then I try to follow that just to get us out there. I think a lot of it also is I do a lot of team shout outs or page shout outs and I'm tagging people. So then I think it puts us out there like on their pages and then we're getting seen. But the algorithms are super tricky and you really just gotta hone in and learn. Like one of the algorithm hacks that I did learn is you post every hour. And like I'll go in and I'll schedule a bunch of stuff to post every hour and then I can live my life, but stuff is still going out there on Facebook and it's still getting recognized.
I follow the dashboard myself, and that's why sometimes it gets to Sunday and I have to post like 30 things. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about that all week. Jesus. But I do catch up on that.
So some of the other things we've been doing, we've been going out once a month, and now we're starting to get into like cryptids and things, stuff like that. So we're trying to do podcasts once a month for like UFOs, Bigfoot, Wendigos, that type of thing. So we're starting to get into that a little bit and get that moving. But we got some stuff coming up here in the fall that's going to help us, I believe, get a little more notoriety. And we're going to start getting more involved in the paranormal world to get our group out there more. Brenda does a great job in the background side of this, trying to get the algorithms going and keep things going.
Definitely.
I bring the knowledge, and so it helps. But I'm actually starting to get into that. I got a project on the side that has nothing to do with paranormal, but it's been really busy trying to get this stuff going and get it going. But here at the end of this month, it should get better, and then hopefully I can help her with this, create videos and do stuff because it's something I want to learn and get out there, and we can maybe work together and get more public appearances. Trying to do some investigations that are trying to help us out and do things, separate things in Iowa. That's where we're from Iowa, so we didn't say that. But
Brenda did say,
we're in the Midwest, so we're from Iowa, but we're doing things trying to get more popularity and getting to meet people face to face instead of just on the internet. So we're trying to get that trying to get started.
It's good. I mean, I've only been had the page open for about 6 months, and I've met people that I would class as friends. It's good the relationships you can build up just by chatting like this. I mean, I enjoyed. I used to go. We had quite a big following with my old team, Fright Night Investigators of the Paranormal, and we used to go live on Facebook 3-4 times a week at investigations. I say we had a good following. But like you mentioned, Tim, the teams fall apart from one thing or another. No one ever fell out, but life got in the way. So I thought I want to do something now where I'm not having to go out all the time. I'm not finishing work, getting back late, stupid o'clock. I can enjoy investigations from time to time. It's just me. It's my own thing. And I enjoy talking to people like this. And the amount I've learned over the last 6 months just by speaking to people and their experiences as well is crazy.
Right.
I mean, funnily enough, you mentioned about you looking into like cryptids and all that now. Next week, I'm actually doing once every 6 weeks, me and the guy from over here, we're doing like our first live show on Facebook as well. Book Robin the Unknown, and we're talking about similar things, just like what's the words? Superstitions, like myths, urban legends, and just things that take my fancy
Mhm.
that I don't know much about. I'm going to speak to other people and learn more on it as well.
Correct.
Are you guys into that, all that sort of stuff as well? And so it's not just paranormal. You're into like UFOs, Bigfoot, and all that. Yeah,
I am big time. So Brenda's starting to get there. She's coming around a little bit, but I'm into that big time. I ain't Wendigos, cryptids, anything to do with, and some of it, is it supernatural? It's a good question. Is it really part of being I mean, Bigfoot, never found one. Where's the bodies? Where's the evidence? Dog man, where's the bodies? Where's the evidence? So those type of things. So it kind of intermingles, I think, a little bit with the supernatural world because, like you said, the legends.
yeah.
The Native Americans talked about it. There were things there. There were giants. There were all this stuff that goes on. So, yes, that's fascinating because I like to bring some of that to light, and I think we're getting to do that. We're starting to get there. Not all the teams on board with this, but they're starting to come around.
You say that, but that's exactly the same with spirits, though, isn't it? We wouldn't all be doing what we're doing, searching for life after death, if we do. If we knew it was there, that's exactly the same as going out searching for Bigfoot and looking for UFOs. Obviously, there's evidence, but then again, people say they've got evidence of Bigfoot. They've got evidence of UFOs and stuff. So it's all. I'd say it is definitely linked.
Yes.
And in the same category as such.
Yes.
Well,
yeah. So it's like, I believe that stuff is out there, but I'm like, I don't have to be one to full go out and do it.
Yeah.
Then we do these podcasts and I'm like, maybe I will go.
Yeah. No, that's what
I started
this.
Interesting then.
That's what made me want to do this live show just every 6 weeks, just to build up my discussion and maybe get me out there more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what actually got you guys into the paranormal then? Was it something from childhood that you saw, or is it later in life that you've really got into it more so?
For me, I had experience as a teenager with hearing footsteps and stuff like that. So I've always been intrigued in it. Those weird feelings that you feel like you're being watched, but there's nobody there type of thing.
Yeah.
And then when I got a little bit older, Ghost Hunters came out. So I started watching that and I'm like, ooh, like I could do that. I could do that. So yeah, that's what, I don't know, sent me over the edge, I guess, was watching the shows. And although it's not exactly the same as the shows, but you still go out to.
But it's a bit more, it's a bit more real when you do it yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
not for entertainment purposes, let's say.
Correct.
Exactly.
How about you, Tim?
So I had like deja vu when I was a kid. Like I'd walk into a building and think, man, I've been here before. How did I know this building was here? So I got a deja vu, got those feelings, and you get that energy feeling around you and what was happening. I didn't really have a lot of experience as a kid, as far as that goes. But when I got older, and like Brenda says, the ghost shows came out, but the paranormal has always been something I've been interested in because I want to know if it exists. So I was a skeptic because I'd never had experiences in the past. So I got older, and I bought a camera and I bought a digital recorder. I'm going to go ghost hunting because all the paranormal shows on TV got me interested as well. So I took off and did it. Little did I know I get involved with a group who went hunting for the dark side of the paranormal. I didn't know that until I got started. And my first investigation was the Red Detention area. And I saw things and experienced things there that I didn't know existed. And then I went to a haunted prison in Missouri, and I started learning the paranormal is real. So with those experiences, it got me more interested 14 years ago. And here I am. My curiosity was more than anything because I believe in the cryptids and I believe in that stuff. So why not paranormal? Why doesn't it exist? And over the 14 years, I have seen so much and experienced so much. I know paranormal is real.
Yeah.
So it absolutely is there. But it's pure curiosity more than anything, and wanting to know. I love history. I'm a great big huge history buff. So I think if there's history, there has to be something that follows along with it. So
exactly. So we talk about, people say, oh, we're going to these haunted cemeteries and, a body was buried on this land and all that. But when you think back logically, thousands and thousands of years, every bit of land would have had a body in at some point.
Correct.
Surely.
Correct.
So I don't believe there's no such thing as, oh, this is only haunted because these bodies were buried there, because everywhere you stand, there's been a body. And if it is energy, then that's still there, isn't it?
Fact. That is true fact. Yep.
It is interesting. But what prison do you go to? My brother lives in Missouri.
I went to Missouri State Penitentiary.
Nebraska, but Missouri.
I went to Missouri State Penitentiary in Jefferson City, Missouri. Jefferson City is the capital, and so I went there. 47 bloodiest acres in the United States, they call it, because of a riot that happened in the 50s that was actually captured. It took the National Guard to come in and actually use machine guns on the walls to quell this riot that happened for 2 weeks. Guards were killed, inmates were killed. It was a disaster. But the buildings are 47 acres. That's how big this prison is. It's no longer in existence. They built a new one about 10 miles away. But another thing about the prison was it's interesting for the United States part of it is James Earl Ray is the only man to ever escape from there. And after he escaped from there, he killed Martin Luther King. He was hired to kill Martin Luther King after escaping from the prison in a bread truck. So he was caught, and then he spent his time in Atlanta and Brushy Wood, which is another notorious prison in Tennessee. Is it Tennessee?
Okay. Brushy Mountain, yeah.
Brushy Mountain in Tennessee. So the curiosity of going to the prison and spending an overnight there. I went on a public investigation with 20 other people, but in the hole, I was chased out of the hole. There were people ran behind me in the dark. I saw shadows. I saw things in that prison. So here I'm a new green guy with a digital recorder and a camcorder, all I got in my hand. And I'm out there ghost hunting, thinking I know how to ghost hunt. Boy, did I have a lot to learn. So
that's what it's all about. You learn. We all learn as we go on. Yeah, there's no one's ever found life after death, really. So it is just a learning game until someone does.
Yeah, true.
But have either of you had like an experience? I want to word it right. I wrote it down. An experience that's changed your way of thinking about the paranormal. Has anything like generally scared you? That's made you, I don't know, what's the wording? Appreciate it more, I guess.
Okay.
Have you ever been scared? Let's keep it simple. Have you ever been scared of an investigation at the price?
Yep.
Yeah. What's the moment that would memorize for yourself?
We were in Kansas at the infamous Garnett House. I asked the owner about the resident entity that resides there. As I asked very nicely. I was like, who is said entity? And the floor, there was a loud boom. The floor shook under all four of us. A Raggedy Ann doll came up off the mantle, out of foot, and dropped at my feet all at the same time. And I was like, what was that? The owner was like he got this real devilish look on his face. It was creepy. And he goes, the doll's at your feet. I know. And he goes, the doll's at your feet. And I turned around and I was like, yeah, no. I left the room. I was like, nope, no. A teammate was walking through a door upstairs, a doorway, a metal thermometer hanging flush against the wall, came off the wall and whooshed right in front of her face. Like, right after that, like not even 10 minutes after the doll happened.
Wow.
Correct.
Yeah, that has probably been one of the most scariest for me outside of when we went to Fairfield County Infirmary. That
is that because of like how violent it was? Like it could actually hurt you. Or is it the fear of like not knowing what it was?
The reality setting in of what that entity could possibly do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was 2 feet away from the mantle. Like nobody was near that mantle to even remotely touch it. And we actually tried to recreate it, to debunk it. And we could not get it to happen at the force that it happened in.
Sure.
So it was almost like the entity was like, yeah, I am here, and I'm proving to you that I am here.
That's when you start thinking, why did I just pay to actually come into this place? What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, for
How
sure.
about you, Tim?
Well, and I saw the doll fly off the mantle and ran behind her. I was in another room and I saw that happen because when we went there, I could not walk into that room. I was like being pushed back out of that room at the time as we were there. I did not like going into that room. So that was, I agree with Brenda. That was quite the deal. And I was going up the stairs when the thermometer got thrown. So it happened. I was there when both of them happened. For me, what scared me. So 2016, I was in a place called Forsyth, Missouri. It's in a honeymoon hotel. I'm going to tell a couple small stories that happened there, and these stories are real. I won't tell the whole thing because I usually don't talk much about what happened in that building because it was a pretty bad place as far as the negative energies that list. So we're standing upstairs in this hotel room. It's long and narrow, and there's a long, narrow hallway that goes down. And I saw a shadow come out of a room, walk down the hallway, and go in another room. And I asked the two guys beside me. One saw it, one didn't. They saw the same thing. A few seconds later, a black dog appeared in the hallway in front of us, about 20 feet away. It stood there for a little bit. It looked like a great big German Shepherd. It was dark black, and it disappeared. To back this story, the police used to clear this building for training purposes, the local police. The deputy sheriff saw this same dog, thought he was going to be attacked, and shot at the dog, went down the hallway, and all it was there was a bullet hole in the wall. So we saw this black dog in the hallway. More than one people. Wow. We have multiple accounts of this happening. Another story is we were setting up in the afternoon, walking through the building. We're up on the third floor again. So imagine this building being reconstructed. Walls are torn out, 2x4 frames, the ceiling's gone, stuff like that, because they were trying to turn it into a bed and breakfast. They couldn't do that because nobody would go in the building and work anymore because of the hauntings in this building. They couldn't get a construction person to go in this building whatsoever. Electrician, carpenter, nobody. So we're standing there and my phone rings and I don't answer it because I don't know the number. I let it go through the system. It rings again. So this time I answer it because I'm like, who the hell's trying to call me? This guy on the other end of the phone, this dark, gravelly voice, and he's angry. Why'd you call me? I said, I didn't call you. I don't know what. I did not call you. Yes, you did. What do you want? And he's getting real angry at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't call you. I don't know what's going on. He asked me my name. I told him my name. I told him what we were doing. We were doing a documentary in this hotel in Forsyth, Missouri. And he goes on for like a minute. He's really angry with me, wanting to know why I called him. And I kept trying to tell him, I didn't call you. I'm sorry. I apologize. And I said, what's your name? He goes, Lee. I said, Lee, I apologize. I didn't call you. I don't know why this happened. Finally, he hangs up. My friend Roseanne, her husband Chris, are standing there. She goes, Tim, you might want to look at the patient's name above the door. Above the door frame was the name Lee. Above the door frame. The guy talking on the phone was named Lee. I did not have cell reception in this building. I could not call in this building because I had no cell reception. But my phone rang and I talked to a man named Lee. I looked at my phone and my phone called this number to talk to this guy, but I didn't do it. Those are true stories in this building. Those are two minor stories in this building. There's a lot more. I could go on about what happened.
Did you ever try chasing that number up or calling it back again afterwards?
I did. I never did. I'm like, nope, I know. I'm not calling this guy back. So,
yeah. I mean, even if if that was a coincidence, it's a mad, crazy, very unlikely coincidence. So it would be a Lee, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I was done. Because I had no cell reception, so how in the heck did my phone ring? So
that's mad.
Yeah.
And just to say as well, if anything we talk about like the raggedy doll falling off or the thermometer or anything like this, if you've got any like images or anything that you want to share, just send them over to me. I can drop them in on this video when it comes out as well.
I wish.
Yeah.
We weren't even recording at that time. It's like, it's so bad.
I always find that it all kicks off. It all happens normally on my way out to places when I'm packing up, put everything away. And
Yep.
Yeah.
So there was another quick little story on that. Tim and I was in Ohio at the Fairfield County Infirmary.
Mhm.
We were in the basement or the first floor, whatever you want to call it. And we were sitting in the old doctor's office, and I could hear what sounded like plastic or like tape being ripped down off of like a window.
Mhm.
And so we moved out into the hallway to check it out further. And we heard like clawing noises, like, I don't know, charging at us. It was getting louder and faster. So like it was coming towards us. We couldn't see anything at all. And it stopped as fast as it started. We checked every room because Tim thought that we were going to get charged by like a raccoon or whatever.
Mhm.
We investigated every room. We didn't find anything that pertained to any part of an animal. Like we found absolutely nothing. That it was so loud and so fast. I was actually backing up to head towards the stairs because I was like, no, there's something coming at us and we can't see it. Like, no. And so I was about done. And then it hit me as fast as that thing is coming at me. It's going to hit me before I hit the stairs. So I'll just stand here and not move.
Just hope for the best.
Yeah, it was crazy. We didn't find anything.
We tried to debunk that and could not debunk it. And I believe I have the SD card that Brenda gave me to try to get that out, and they're corrupt.
It's corrupted, yep.
Yeah. A lot of people said the same thing with that as well. It's mad when you know you've caught that evidence, and not apparently, all of a sudden, like the files are corrupted. Yeah. And I'm not saying that in regards to like, people are faking it or nothing. I think it's really strange that the paranormal is messing about with, obviously, as we all know, they communicate through electrical devices, they mess around with them, drain your batteries, drain whatever energy they can. So it makes sense that they would mess them up if they don't want to be seeing, I suppose.
I thought for sure there was an animal coming down the hallway going to jump on both of us. That's how loud, and that's what it sounded like. Scratching, clawing, and growling all at the same time. Yep.
Right. Speaking of loud, my dog's been snoring all this time. I hope you can't hear it.
No.
It's loud.
No.
It's a pug, so he snores when he's awake. Yeah. Really nightmare. So one thing I normally ask people as well, your favourite piece of equipment. So would you say, if you had to pick two pieces of equipment to take with you, what would it be?
Okay.
Go ahead, Tim.
Digital recorder and a night vision camera. Those are my two favorite things, because I think you will get more evidence on those. That's what I started with, and to this day, they're still my two favorite pieces. So.
Cool. Brenda?
Yep, the same. Digital recorder and the camera. I am starting to get into using my dowsing rods more, though. So I'm liking using the dowsing rods.
Not that I'll take anything away from my SLS, because I'm about to upgrade it to an XLS. Believe me, I love that thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had one with our old team, the SLS, and I know we caught some good things. Like the two main experiences I've seen was in an old abandoned theatre in England. It was all burnt down, but it still had all the seating area and the stage. And we were scanning it around for ages, like, just trying to pick something up, debunking the chair legs and the curtains and, that sort of stuff it picks up, which you've got to be careful with because it does pick up a lot like that. And we got to the stage part, and then this figure just randomly disappeared, a full body, legs, arms, head. And we was like, okay. I moved it away, moved it back, it was still there. Like, wow. Okay, you're on stage. Would you like to perform for us? And all of a sudden, the arms are going up, the legs are moving.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so cool.
And then about 2-3 minutes later, it stopped, and we just kept the camera on it. And then, sorry, I can hear myself back. Sorry, is that coming from me or you? One of you guys? I can hear like myself talking back.
Can't hear it.
No, as long as you can't hear it, it's all right then. Where was I? So yeah, move the camera back to him. I was like, okay, thank you. You finished your performance. We appreciate it. Would you like to give us a bow? Bow down once, bow to the left, bow to the right, and we just started clapping like thank you, get it a round of applause, and it just vanished, just went. That's probably the best piece that we had.
That's awesome.
That's partly why I stopped doing live streams as well, because it was all live stream on Facebook, and at the time, your videos were always there, and we weren't aware that they put this new rule in, so after 30 days they're all deleted. So we lost years worth of videos because they changed that rule.
Yeah.
I didn't have YouTube or nothing then either, so it was all live streams.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, so that was annoying.
When I get the notifications your video is going to be deleted, I'll go see what video it is, and I'm like, that's okay. I don't need it because I have it. But if I need it, man, I'm like downloading it.
I might start doing what you do actually, in the scheduling thing. I've never done scheduled nothing to like post on Facebook.
Oh, to post out to schedule them?
On YouTube I do, but not Facebook.
Yeah.
But it saves a lot of time, doesn't it, if you can plan your day around it?
It does. Yeah, because I do like location of the day drops every day at 6.
Okay.
And 6 is like, that's a hard time, like fixing dinner or whatever. So I do like to go in and post it. I'll do like the whole month in advance. I do every day, and then I don't have to worry about it. It drops. And I love scheduling out. A
lot of my followers lately, Brenda, come from like I do guess the location. I'll do once a week, and then I'll do like a viewer's choice where I'll speak to viewers. Would you recommend going anywhere in the world? Like, where would you go? And they tell me, and I'll do a bit of research on it, post a few pictures, and I'll share it onto my page. But I also share it to about 30 odd groups. Now, obviously, every time someone from that group likes it or arts it or whatever, it flashes up as a notification. Then I'll just go into that group and just click invite, and that's where a lot of my followers are coming from. Actually, that and Reels seem to be the one at the minute.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually just said that there was something that said there's people that you can invite from like groups and stuff. So I went and invited. I did. I went in and I invited them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I think that's similar, because I think although I do it individually, just because it gets rid of the notification off my phone and it gets on my nerves. I think at the end of the week it does actually flash up. Do you want to invite so and so? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about there. Okay, so I'm not going to say do you, because I know from watching your videos that you do, but how do you rule out natural explanations before calling something paranormal? Is there a way, certain, because teams say they've got their own ways of debunking things, and that some do it after the live, after their videos, some do it like during. Is there anything like that you guys do?
We debunk in the moment. So like if we see something, we hear something, like we automatically start investigating it, like and start brainstorming, getting up. Like if we hear a noise, we get up, we go look to see, what it is. But yeah, we're hardcore debunkers. We don't even hardly post orbs. Like if it's something, like Tim always said, take pictures in groups of 3 because you might catch something. So I do have pictures that are out there where the first and third photo is clear. The second one might have like a line smear in it. But like we look at those, I send them to Tim. I'm like, hey, what do you think? Or we go through the whole full line. Like, could it be dust? Could it be this? Is it a bug? Is it a lens flare? Like we do all sorts of that type. And if Tim's like, well, I think it's a lens flare, whatever, I will actually still post it out, and I'll be like, I'm not saying this is paranormal, but I'm trying to learn. So can you guys let me know what this is. Because
Yeah.
I never in a million years thought light could reflect off of wood, but it can. And I'm not talking about like shiny veneer wood, like I'm talking about like old wood. I'm like, I don't know how that happens, but so I will sometimes put it out there and I'm like, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to research, don't be mean about it, but just let me know so I can learn from it. But orbs being the smallest, not the smallest, the lowest form of energy, my eyes twitching. If like there is sometimes like in a video we'll just see like a ball of energy just kind of floating in the pattern. So occasionally like I will post it, but it's after I've already sent it to everybody on the team being like, what do you guys feel like? Do you feel? And when I post it, they're like big balls, they're not like little ones that could be a bug or anything. I mean, they're like bigger definitive things. But yeah, we debunked the crap out of everything before we even attempt to post it.
No, I was always the same with back with my old team as well. Debunk there and then. The only thing I don't like is being dismissive. I think there's a big difference between debunking and being dismissive. So if 3 cat balls are on the table over there, they all blow off. There's no windows open or nothing. I'll check around, always debunk, check. They're not open, the door's not open. Where could the breeze come from? There's no vents or nothing like that. I think that's debunking. That's good to do there and then. But then when you've got that one person with you that says, 10 stories down the building next door across the street, their windows are open, it might have been a breeze blowing all the way through. I'm like, obviously not that extreme, but don't be stupid. That's being dismissive there. Just if you want to debunk anything like that in that style and taking it a bit far-fetched, do it afterwards. Let me carry on doing the investigation. I might be speaking to something, I might be communicating to something else. Don't just cut off the vibe and the energies like straight away.
Correct.
I think there is a big difference. I think it's good to you've got to debunk, haven't you? It's not even just being good to do it. You've got to do it if you're trying to prove what we're trying to prove.
Yeah, I mean, we keep investigating. I'm not saying that we don't. And sometimes, like we'll hear it and we'll just do the mental note of, okay, we'll keep that in mind and we'll just keep moving. But then at some point we do go back and try to figure it out and debunk it.
Also, I'd like to add, we tag our audio and we tag audio and video. If we hear a noise, if someone makes a noise down there, their stomach growls, we say, hey, someone's stomach growled. Or if a bat flies by, we say it's a bat. We actually tag our video a lot. So we know if we go back and listen to it, we know that the noise was. So we can actually do that. And that helps debunk as well. If we hear people talking, we get up and look out windows. We try to figure out what's going on to see if someone's outside talking or something like that. So I'm big on debunking because the credibility of just throwing anything out there is paranormal. And, as far as that goes, can be that way because now we're into the entertainment world part of it.
Yeah.
Everything goes. So.
It's kind of similar to what I do. I mean, I do that as well, but I also record in 5-minute intervals. So it's a lot easier to, that 5 minutes I know I was down there by that table with these people around me. Next 5 minutes I know I was in that next room around there, and the fan was on over here, the TV was on in the following room, and I just find it's easier to do that than having to, yourself going through like a 5-hour, 6-hour investigation video. And thinking to yourself, what was I doing then? What was I doing at 2 hours and 53 minutes?
Nothing like watching a video for 12 hours. It's like watching paint dry. So.
And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand as well. That's the longest part of any investigation, reviewing the evidence.
It is.
It's good to have a team that you all share that bit because it's strange. If like I've been with teams before where there's been like 8 of us, and there's only been me or only been one other person that reviews evidence.
Right.
They come out and enjoy the investigation, but then the following 12 hours, the next day that you're going through it all, whilst having a paranormal hangover, it's not going to.
Yes, paranormal hangover. That's a very good word for it.
Yeah.
Do you get them everywhere? I go. all the time.
Yeah. We have 4, 5. Though, let's see. You have 2 that you run. I have 2 that I run.
Correct.
We have 6 cameras, 6 portable cameras running at all times.
Correct.
Plus, whenever Tanya, she wears a body cam.
Correct.
Plus Tim's security system cameras, which is 4.
Lot.
So, like, we are running, 6, 10, 11 cameras at all times.
Perfect.
And, not including our EVP recorders.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Did you have them set up in like all different rooms, like when you're in and that?
Yep.
The security cameras we do, yes. I carry a handheld. He carries a handheld. We set 2 station static cams up that we move. Yeah.
Correct.
It's crazy how a lot of people don't think about it. You can be, let's say you're in haunted school, for example, and you spend an hour trying to communicate to spirit in one room. You're building up all that energy. Then you move on to the next room with no cameras in the room that you've literally just spent an hour building up all that energy.
Correct.
What makes you think they're not going to play up as soon as you walk out?
Exactly.
Right.
I think it is. I don't do it enough myself. I need to invest in a lot more cameras, but I think that's the best thing to do. As many as you can, plus them everywhere. One thing I do have is multiple EVPs, which I do put in different rooms, so I'm in different buildings and all that. I find a lot of the time you do pick up stuff there, especially when you're asking questions in downstairs and 2 stories up, you get any answer on the EVP.
But if you got security cameras, you want to set it to motion. So if there's motion, it actually starts recording that motion at the time. So it records just that motion. So there's ways of setting up your cameras to make them work for you, and not, as far as that goes, so you can go back and review that evidence and try to find it.
I have a few like motion, like REM pods and stuff, but I've got like a motion kids, what they're called. It's like a kid's old school plastic thing where you turn the dials and like a video plays with the music, like Ring Houses and all that.
Oh yeah.
But one of them, which are motion centered, they're really good. It picks up a long distance as well. But your opinion on demons and negative entities. Do you believe them? Have you seen them? What's your thing with demons? Do you like the word?
I do believe that there are darker entities out there. And some probably are demonic. I personally haven't run across any that I can label demonic. But
that's because you ran out of that house faster.
I did not run. No.
That's why you never saw it.
I did not run out of the house. I ran out of that room into the next room, and then I went back. I have never actually been so scared that I've left a location. I have not. I did leave the room. I did leave it in a quick hurry because I had to process what just happened.
I think that's what we all do, don't we? Yeah. I'd be the same. I'd run, and then I'd be like, your eyes wide, and you get in the buzz, then, and you're like, wow, let's go back.
Yeah. So, no, I did not leave the location. I mean, the entity that's there is a little darker, but I don't know. Tim and I did a residential one time, and he had went in. It was weird. He was chasing an entity around. And when he opened the closet door, I got hit with like a sulfur smell. It was like rotten eggs, whatever. It doubled me over. It was nasty. But I mean, that's been it for me. I haven't, I mean, I'm not saying they're not out there, because I 100% believe they're out there. I just haven't come across one yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I think that's like you say, if they're out there, then I believe obviously spirits are everywhere. I suppose it's like to every 100 ghosts, let's say ghost spirits, whatever, in one building, you might have one that's a bit demonic. So I suppose it's like the lottery, isn't it? Really, you're always going to be talking to something, but. Would it be lucky that you speak to a demon or unlucky?
I don't
Is it
know.
like the lottery? I don't know.
Correct.
No.
I'd say absolutely. So this hotel in Forsyth, Missouri I was in, yes, I've seen them. I've seen the effects of them. I've seen the effects on other people of them. I have actually felt like I've been underwater and I could reach up and pull air out of the air because I thought the air was that heavy. Literally, I could grab the air and pull it back. I've seen shimmering faces. I've seen stuff manifest in front of me. I've seen mist. I've seen rooms with security cameras on it go dark, with the security light go completely black. I saw a vision fist in front of me. I was at a farm in another location where I thought there was a dead stump in the yard. Standing there, I thought it was a stump, and it wasn't a stump. My daughter said, "Dad, there's no stump there." And I looked over again, and it was gone. It was trying to get me to step outside a barrier, so I saw it standing in the yard. So yes, I have seen demons.
That would be creepy. That's giving me goosebumps. That has. Just imagine, like I can just imagine, like being a rundown old home, pitch black, looking out the window. It's like a Michael Myers sort of thing, isn't it? Like staring back at you. Be that sort of feeling, just guessing.
So yes, they're real, and I have seen them, and I've dealt with them several times. That's why I'm an ordained minister and a demonologist to this day, because of that experience, of those experiences. So, yep.
No, but I mean, is that like the most scariest thing you've come across yourself? Then, like seeing that?
Yeah, the most scariest thing I've come across yet. Yes, because I thought I was seeing one thing, and that's what I was processing as, and it was not. There was actually something beckoning me to come toward it. So yes.
I wonder how many people would have actually walked towards it as well.
I almost took a step forward. I damn near did. So yeah.
Well, might have been a different story if you had.
I got a whole bunch. A whole bunch.
I mean, we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon anyway. So I normally keep them to just under an hour either way. But what advice would you guys give anyone new coming into the paranormal world? And obviously you've got years of experience between yourselves. You've done multiple investigations over the years and experienced all these experiences that you've spoken about. So knowing now what you didn't when you first started, what advice would you give these new kids on the block?
Not everything is paranormal. A lot of stuff can be explained. And you may go hours without getting anything.
Correct.
That's just part of investigating. And like, if you feel threatened or whatever, it's good to leave that environment, get out into a safe space. But in the same sense, don't run out for any little thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're being affected, that house where the dog got thrown at us, we went back in the beginning of June, and we took one of our team members with us who didn't get to go the first time we went. And she was actually being affected to the point of where she felt she was being choked, and she was coughing and she couldn't catch her breath. I took her outside. She still couldn't catch her breath. I literally had to take her out into the middle of the street before she was actually able to breathe again without coughing. So like if something like if you're being affected like that, you do need to leave the location.
Unless it's a black looking tree stump, then I suggest you don't leave that location. Just stay in that room.
Yeah.
But I mean, just before you answered that question, Tim, I suppose that is two things, isn't it? Really, like Tim saw that thing, that demonic thing outside the house, and he didn't go out for the reasons that might have made things worse. But what if you were experiencing the same as like Brenda's just been talking about, and you couldn't breathe, couldn't catch your breath? Would you go out knowing? Am I making sense? Sorry, I'm mumbling my words up.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
you know yours, like you do demonology yourself and all that, so you know that's demonic out there, but you can't breathe in here. What's the right thing to do, Tim? Is it to leave and breathe, or is it to stay and
No.
possibly die?
You need to get out of the area. You need to get it. You need to leave where you're at and break it so you can actually not be affected by what's trying to affect you. That's
Yeah,
very true. I agree with what she says. For me, if you want to, if you're new and starting out, don't watch all the ghost shows on TV and think you're a paranormal investigator. Don't do that because it doesn't work that way. You'll find out 80% of it sitting in the dark, waiting for something to happen. That does happen a lot. But mainly be yourself. Go out there with an open mind and be yourself and try to be as good as what you can be and learn. Use equipment. Try to figure out how to use the equipment. Go with someone who's experienced and let them teach you and help you learn to be an investigator because that can be a major big help for what you're trying to do. Because if you get into a situation, because you never know what's in a haunted location and you don't know what the people there the night before did before you went there, how much energy did they stir up? So be that way, but be yourself, be open-minded, be yourself and try to be a good investigator, not a perfect investigator or think you know what you're doing. Use your equipment, take basic stuff. Don't go out and buy thousands of dollars worth of equipment and go
yeah,
ghost hunting.
you don't need it.
Buy a digital recorder and buy a camcorder. Night vision
Eyes, ears,
ghost hunting.
phone, EVP. Easily
Because your
done.
eyes and your ears and your senses will catch more than
Yeah.
you may ever catch ever on your recording equipment. So,
And I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like you said there, most of it's just sitting down in the dark listening. I find that so relaxing. I can sit there for hours in the pitch black and just listen.
correct.
And the little noises that you wouldn't normally hear or focus on, it's like they're echoing in your ears, aren't they? It's like a megaphone. It's so good to actually just sit there and experience it.
We have learned from Tim that you just sit there, you be quiet, and you just listen, and the location will come alive at that point.
It will.
Because you'll start hearing things and experiencing things that you normally wouldn't, and it makes a big difference.
So when people say, "Oh, you couldn't hear a pin drop in this house," you would if you start doing that.
Right.
That's building your senses, working on your senses, and it will help you for other stuff as well.
Right. Yeah. And so why do we ghost hunt at night? Because the earth is quieter and it's more calm, and your senses will heighten, and you will hear more. But haunted is haunted. If it's haunted, ghosts don't care what time of day it is. They can care less. So that's why we do it at night.
That's it. A lot of people do say that, "Oh, you don't believe ghosts come out in the daytime." Like, of course they do. Yeah, of course they do. They especially residual. They're just repeating the same things they always did. But like you said, it's quieter at night. It's more of a spooky feeling. It just feels better anyway, doesn't it? But yeah, last question I want to ask you before we wrap up. If you could go anywhere in the world, one location, where would it be?
We get asked this question a lot, and we're like, oh, it's so hard to choose one. I'll give you my top.
Give me a top three, then. Top three. I'll let you off.
Hellfire Caves, for one. Alcatraz, and Tim and I share one, but I'll let him say it. The other one, I guess, I don't know. Oh, Lep Castle.
Lep Castle.
Where's that? That rings a bell.
It's over there in the UK somewhere.
It's Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
It does ring a bell. Yeah. Where you, Tim?
I got so many to figure it all out, but I'd like to go to Trans-Allegheny. Would be a cool one to go to. Trans-Allegheny Sanitarium would be an ideal spot. Alcatraz, that's the one we share the most. Alcatraz Island would be. But for me, a big one would be anywhere in the country of Ireland. Anywhere. I would like to tour Ireland and just go to the whole entire island.
A lot
I
of people
think
say that. A lot of people say Scotland and Ireland.
correct. But one place I really want to go to is Dracula's castle, so I can sleep in the
I was
coffin.
just going to say that. I was going to say mine at the end. Dracula's castle. I'd want to go there. I do know people that have been there, and I've heard it's not so good, but I want to experience it myself anyway. It's supposed to be like a hotel-y type thing now, isn't it?
Correct.
So I'd want to go there. Alcatraz, my brother's been twice. I'd love to go there. And Waverley Hills. I'm guessing it's. I think that might be one of those where it's what's the word in? Has it been publicised too much? Is it people hyping it up too much? But it still looks like a great place that I'd like to experience.
We've actually seen Waverly Hills. We haven't investigated there, but we've seen it. It's massive.
It looks like you've been inside.
No, but just from outside, it's massive. And then, so Dracula's castle was the one that we share. We're both all about.
There's a new one that we've been working with, or we're talking to on a podcast. It's Perry Cheney, and it's an outdoor investigation of a village that was destroyed by the plague. And so every year they're doing it. And the people that went last year were supposed to be 3 days. They made it one night, and they went to a hotel to stay. They refused to stay there anymore. So that's another one that we're looking at.
Yeah, I think Dracula's castle. I always think of that. It's even not investigating it, just seeing it. It's like,
oh, that would be so awesome.
Looks like, and you imagine like if Dracula was, it was actually doing exactly as the movies make him out to be.
Do you remember there was a show out a few years ago where it would take like families and separate them in these locations, and they had
places on Earth.
And they had to like find their way back to each other and then do things. Like Dracula's castle has been on my list since that show. I'm like, that place is so cool.
I will go there next year. I'm going to my son's 18 this year, so we're going to France, we're going to Belgium, Ghent, and we're going to the Netherlands. But if I win the lottery, I might add Romania on there as well.
Cool.
Who knows?
Get overseas, no problem.
Yeah.
But there's a new one out there.
Incredible enough for we're making more money.
But there's a new one out there called. There's a new one in Europe called Pujami Castle, and that one's just come on the radar. So it's actually a castle built in a cliff. So I think it's either in Romania or somewhere close to there.
Yeah, I think it's in Romania. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, this will be out next Sunday, this podcast. It'll be 5 p.m, obviously my time, GMT. So that's about 12 for you guys, isn't it? Midday.
Yeah, something like that.
When it does come out, Brenda, Tim, if you want to drop any links, your pages, YouTube or whatever, just throw them in the comments so at least people watching now can just click below and check it out. But is there anything you guys want to say or want to push, promote or anything whilst you're here now that we can share out before we go?
We just have podcasts on Sundays and Wednesdays.
What time would that be for us over here?
Well, it's 7 p.m. our time, so it's going to be what,
midnight,
3 a.m. for you.
It'll be midnight, won't it, for us?
Or is it midnight?
Midnight.
Okay. Yeah, what time is it for you guys now? It's like, it's 8 p.m. for me now.
It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, so you're 6 hours, right? So yeah, it'll be about 1 a.m. then.
Yeah.
Well,
But the replays are always out there, so you can always watch the replays. We do have some other things that are coming up in the works. We just haven't fully put them out there yet. But as soon as we get a little bit closer, we will be doing that because it's going to be exciting.
And folks, Brenda did tell me about this at the start of the stream. It's top secret at the moment, so we won't say nothing about it. But make sure you share, obviously, Paranormal Gurlz and Tim, and you'll keep up to date with it.
Yeah. And then like TikTok. Oh my God, I cannot type. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube is all paranormal. Girls and Tim. I mean, if you type it in, you'll find us.
Do people actually call you that, Tim? Do they call you ... and Tim now? Is that
Yeah.
as your name completely changed?
I got church to say that, but not yet.
Hey, if you do make it big time, Brenda, like you just said there, and start getting famous, he will actually be called ... and Tim.
They're gonna
People don't know you as
walking somewhere and they'll be like, "Look, it's ... and Tim." That won't matter about us.
Yeah.
But look, it's ... and Tim. ...
and Tim. Okay, we know Tim. Where's ... Oh.
I know. Yeah, maybe we should have done 4 dots and the girls be the dots.
No.
Could have worked.
Yeah. But anyway, so, and we have some other things that we're working on in the background, not set in stone. So we got a lot of things in the works. We're just not pumping out there because we're doing the research and all of that stuff. But be watching because we'll be coming out even more on the radars very soon.
No, we'll definitely keep up to date with it, and maybe I'll pass across in the future if you guys ever come over to Ireland, Scotland. I'll come and meet up, and obviously, my brother living in America. I'm hoping to come over a few more times in the near future. So
yeah, that would be awesome.
He lives in Missouri as well, so it's not too far from where you guys are, is it?
No, the next state down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's Missouri. It was like a half-hour drive to Kansas, was it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Kansas.
Went to see the wrestling at Kansas City. It's pretty cool.
Oh, we're 2 hours from Kansas City.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not very far.
He's in Missouri, half hour from Kansas City, and he's like in-laws and all that. His wife's side of the family, like Nebraska. So yeah, I'm sure we can meet up at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. We could go do Missouri State Pen.
Then we can.
That'd be cool.
They have a gas chamber there.
I don't know if he's been there because I remember him mentioning a prison that was nearby.
And you can actually sit in the gas chamber that 48 people were killed in, and they'll shut the door so you can sit in there and experience that if you like.
He's done the Sally House a few times. So that was closed when I went over there.
Yeah. Sally House we need to go to.
But he got scratched quite bad at Sally House, and that was he's not a paranormal investigator. He just believes, and he did get scratched really bad when he was back.
Sure.
Did he poke the bear?
Hey, who knows? But on that note, we'll wrap up. Thank you for joining us, and we'll get you back on for part 2 at some point. And good luck with everything you got going on.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's been fun. Thanks.
Thank you again. We'll speak to you soon.
All right. Bye.